Hey guys, Matt Science here, and today I am back for a subreddit episode on r/IAmVerySmart, the place where we try to appear smart, but actually not. I too often listen to loud music. All I imagine is the sine waves blowing through my pericardium and my brain sac, and I'm too good on that short. I've been in a serious audio accident before. No need to emulate another one. Yeah, don't want to give yourself tinnitus or tinnitus, however it's pronounced. It's a silly word, that is. But I love... It's like, I've been in a serious audio accident before. No need to emulate another one. Dude, it's like rock and roll music. You don't need to listen to it loud. You can listen to it very quietly. IQ is about 30 for the general part of Western humanity. Being a hyper-realist makes you see through the bullshit we're being fed from everywhere. For instance, global warming is a lie. No. That the beer is a lie. No. Can't say the actual word. Trump is good. No, you've got three wrong. Everyone is getting brainwashed. Even intelligent IQ tests are such bullshit. Really, the dumbest idiot can score high in it. Just look at the state of the planet, humanity. We're about to spread out in the universe. God forbid. If we see how all is, what happens? I'd say IQ is about 30. Is about 30 for the general part of Western humanity. There are monkeys out there that are smarter. I mean, he's not wrong on global warming being real. A popular virus being real, and Trump not being a good president. But he didn't have to go so far in it. It's like, yes, these are not true, but he didn't need to go out and say IQ is about 30 for the general part of Western humanity. So are you saying that the Western humanity is dumber than the Eastern humanity? Because, I mean, from wherever anyone west is dumber. On a thread about the paradox of tolerance, this guy was commenting nonsense all over the place. Since the advent of figurative meaning literal, so many concepts are given to its opposite semantics. Put your malapropism for dummies book away and go to bed, JC. Jesus Christ. Malapropism. I've never even heard of that. And I'm glad I have not heard about it. I'm not going to bother looking it up. It just sounds dumb, so let's just move on. Reaching this level of understanding makes me hate the world. Greetings! I'm not going to bore you with my likes and what to expect. However, I will inform you that once you reach understanding of how humanity and the world works, everything will be clear to you. I have reached said point, and reaching this point makes me hate the world. At some point, there are people that are going to reach a point of like hating the world, but the fact that you advertise this point, it just doesn't look good. You look like an idiot. All OP did was ask for help getting a stuck glass out of a mug. How do you get a glass stuck in a mug? There is a non-zero chance that seeing this sudden thing stuck in a thing explosion and the valueless to all but marketable accounts karma does. These posts get as innocent coincidence is blithe. I resisted interjecting through 5 posts my admitted cynicism wrestling with the sweet summer naivety I long to embrace. This is a ruining manipulation of goodwill people like yourself who just want to help real people with real challenges. I share your wish that this sub continues to be a benevolent venue. I'm pretty sure I messed up a few words there, but dude, he just wanted to get a glass out of a mug. How did the glass get stuck in the mug? I don't know, but he just wants to get it out. That's all. You don't need this sort of thing. How about just enjoy the comic? Oh. With the presumption of binary vision, the painting should depict two medial translucent horns. No. The joke is he's looking at the elephant, but his horn is in the way, so he's painted the horn as well. That elephant's gonna be so disappointed when it gets the painting. It's just like, why did you paint your horn in the middle of it? He was totally serious. There is no Sid in Toy Story. He's the next door neighbor to Andy. The bully next door with very short hair. I don't even know the movie that well. Just have good memory because my IQ is 144. What skull emoji? How the good memory doesn't remember Sid. Totally opposite points there. I know there's a Sid in Toy Story that was Andy's neighbor. I'm pretty sure little kids know this stuff. He literally feels bad for us. Jeff from American Dad seems pretty happy living in a van. I just hope it's a well-insulated van because it gets pretty cold where I live. It's called blankets? Pretty sure people survived out in the wild and they didn't even have blankets. Like, we totally have blankets now. Blankets are very well insulated because that's their job. Like, literally. I literally feel bad for you. No offense. You're still learning, and we're all still learning in life and stuff. Are you okay? I have somewhat reached enlightenment. So, somewhat. Sure, I'm better than I've ever been, despite aging. Would you ask a person with Alzheimer's if they are okay? They are probably okay, but not as good as when they were 12. It's all relative. And in the end, it doesn't really matter. Either there is a heaven or hell, and I will burn forever in hell, or miraculously find the light and be in heaven forever, or none of that is real, and I will just die and not existing anymore ever again, like a fruit fly who gets stuck in one of those blue light traps, because they're inconvenience to higher life forms. I have reached enlightenment, but it might not be real. You counteract your point. Literally, about the character Jeff from American Dad living in a van, and you went from that to enlightenment. Also, that middle section, that first section, sounds like Valley Girl. The middle section is Valley Girl, and then all of a sudden, I'm so smart. Bruh, breeding king doesn't excuse this nonsense. Lots of people have breeding fetishes. They don't have 9 kids. I always thought such an interest, psychogenomic manipulation. One could be forgiven for thinking the more spirited among us might defy such programming as a matter of pride and intelligence. I'm sorry. This conversation already started off on a weird turn, and then it turned. We're gonna go left again, so we're going in the opposite direction of the original intent of whatever this was. He knew by heart what 67 protons was on the periodic table. A while ago in my AP chemistry class, this one annoying kid and my friend were having a weird argument about who was better. The annoying kid said, "Well, at least I have a girlfriend." To which I responded, "Whatever, your girlfriend has 67 protons." In response, the whole class, including Including the teacher turned their heads to look at the periodic table on the wall. The element with 67 protons is helium with the chemical symbol HO. H. My teacher was the first one to laugh. Oh. This is a moment of... This isn't really... I am very smart. This is well-placed intelligence. Just... boom. Ho. Best response I've ever seen to "at least I have a girlfriend" on a clip of a racist NPC in Red Dead 1. The Riot team making a most unlikely version of the typical right-wing American to appeal to their moral high ground fantasies. At the same time, pointing weak minds that don't distinguish between reality and movies and / games. Easy to read. Fork socialists, by the way. I just love the fork socialist in it, by the way. It's just like, you didn't need to put that there, but you did. Whenever you make a game, you gotta be aware of all the different things that could happen. Like, if you're gonna make a racist NPC, you gotta be careful about the words that you use, because then that could frame the in the player's mind something about the team making the game. But I love how it's just like the writer team. It's like, no, the writer team did not were not the ones that came up with the idea in the first place. They're writing the lines of the person that came up with the racist NPC in the first place. I don't understand how my girlfriend doesn't like my superior conversation topics. Am I the a-hole for telling my girlfriend I don't care about the things she talks about? Oh, I don't need to read any further, you are, but I'm gonna read it anyway. I, a 22-year-old male, was eating dinner at an apartment with my girlfriend, 23-year-old female, of 2 years, and it turned into an argument. We were eating and talking like usual, and I was talking about the war in Ukraine, and my girlfriend kept changing the topic to something I know nothing about and don't care about. It would go from Ukraine to this rich CEO's son wants to ruin Louis Vuitton, or some celebrity was spotted with some other celebrity, and I just don't care. I don't care about Louis Vuitton, and I don't care about celebrities, and know nothing about either of them. I was talking about the forced deportations of Ukrainians when she changed the topic again to Khloe Kardashian. I just told her, forget it, we should just eat silently, and she asked me what was wrong. I told her she's talking about stuff I have no interest in, and there's no way for me to add anything to the conversation. She then said she doesn't care about Ukraine, so why do we have to talk about that? I told her it's news and it applies to everyone. More like I start talking about golf to her, and it's different. She called me inconsiderate and said it's my fault for not wasting my time learning about celebrities. Is it really my fault? Am I the a-hole? Yes, buddy. Yes, you are. Because you gotta know what your girlfriend likes, like what your girlfriend's interested in, to actually have a good relationship. Have your back and forth. Or if you really want to talk about the stuff you know more about, make like a compromise. It's like, I will learn about these celebrities if you take the time to learn about Ukraine or whatever topic you want to talk about. Dating advice. How do you reduce ego when trying to connect with someone who just said your intelligence is intimidating after a date? Just don't display your intelligence right out of the gate. That's your problem. Just don't say, oh, by the way, I have an IQ of 150 right out of the gate. It's just like, that's a big turn off. unless you know the person you're going out with wants someone smart, but like really smart, then you sort of go there, but you don't want to come with smart things. Only mature mind people will get it. Good old typo. A small-minded person would be amazed to no end by the pretty glittering simple galaxies here and there and enjoy. The more matured mind person would be captivated by the sheer amount of gravitational distortion that appears to be more prevalent than perhaps expected. That is what captures my mind, the possibility that all we see, no matter where we see it, has been gravitationally distorted. See, that's what a matured mind sees. Don't be arrogant. Everyone is stunned by the beauty of it. It's not just about the technicalities. Person at the bottom gets exactly what it means. It's not about, it looks like this because of all the gravity distorting light. I mean, gravity does distort light. I mean, like, it curves it. But you don't need to be like, I know what I'm talking about. Just take in the sights. It's like, you can show your knowledge with nebulas, galaxies, planets outside our solar system, all that. Like the James Webb Space Telescope that's been sent out and we got pictures back from it. That's all you need to really, like, if you know that stuff, that's appropriate knowledge. But like when you get into the minutiae of those things, you lose the people. OP thinks he's clever while arguing with a bot. Auto moderator. Watch your mouth. Please remember to censor the G word. What? Wait. Game has to be censored on this subreddit? What? You do realize I am trolling you. Besides, you are good at chess, which is a game. What I am doing with you. And one downvote just because I've never seen a subreddit censor the word game or gamer or video game. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. When the accuracy is erroneous. My death was greatly exaggerated. The accuracy of your quote is greatly erroneous. It's on par with Run, you fools, and Luke, I am your father in Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, respectively. The real quote is as follows. James Ross Clemens. A cousin of mine was seriously ill 2 or 3 weeks ago in London, but is well now. The report of my illness grew out of his illness. The report of my death was an exaggeration. Mark Twain. But I love your use of the quote anyways, so take my upvote. Lol. I love how they're like, hey, this person appreciated the quote, even though it was wrong. Not many people are going to get the quote right, because they don't know a lot of the stuff. Like, this quote could be from whatever this video was, or anything like that. And I love how this person got 61 downvotes, like negative 61 karma. It's like, it's like that meme of like, why are you booing me? I'm right. But seriously, you don't need to be like, I know the actual quote. All those degrees and no social intelligence. My IQ is about 140. I have a law degree from Yale. I have a master's degree from Harvard and 2 bachelor degrees. You? Yeah, I have social experience. Like, I know how to actually communicate with people. Unlike you, you're only gonna, like, your skills are only going to be useful in the courtroom. I'm going to be out with the people arguing points. You need to have both the balance of, hey, I got this degree, and hey, I know how to socialize. Mensa member can disprove evolution. Armin J. Warder With books, lawn care, music, I can disprove evolution. IQ must be 120 plus. I'm a child of God, not an ape. I gotta love that Christian that's just like, I'm smart enough to disprove evolution. Can't there be a balance between religion and evolution? Like, science is proving that sort of thing is already happening. Facebook is hella cringe sometimes. Warning, skip this post unless you had a decent ACT or SAT score. Why I am man and not female? This joke is not for everyone. No, I know this joke because Fe stands for iron on the periodic table, and male is another way of saying man. Not only is this cringe, it's also a bit sexist. The only way to make it more sexist if you actually, it's like if you turned it into I am woman is a command. He's so right though. Not to get confused with righty loosey, lefty tighty. Me working out righty tighty, lefty loosey when I'm upside down under the car. I like that meme. That's a good meme. Why the hell would you use integral calculus as well as trigonometric functions to tighten a screw? A screw doesn't even have the exact periodic cycles when you tighten it, unless the freaking screw is stripped. Then you get a nice sine or cosine wave when plotted. Wah, ah, ah, ah. He took the meme too literally, and he's also right about taking the meme too literally. And the top of this month, people who boast about their IQ are losers. My IQ is 139, hence more than you. And my take is people with IQ less than 120 don't deserve any sort of human rights. And I'm based, okay? Bye! Nope. So right off the bat, racist, gatekeeping, and something else. It's like, this post would fit in with r/gatekeeping. You're not smart enough to, like, if you're not smart enough, you don't deserve human rights. Like, okay. On that note, I'm gonna end this long episode here. Links will be in the description to the main channel, so the second channel that you're on right now for you guys to go check out. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video comes out. A ding, ding. I'm the Mad Scientist. Mad Scientist out.